If you're on a journey to live your best life yet, well, you're in great company. We are on a journey of discovery and mastery. Men and women of vision with ambitious missions. We have great conviction. I mean, everything that we want to achieve, we're set to do it, and we will fulfill God's purpose to the last detail. Now, this sounds really grandiose, and it is, and we are. But we must first take personal inventory of all that we have to make sure we can actually cut it. Today, we're going to talk about your strengths versus your weaknesses. We want to make sure that we can maximize our strengths and opportunities, and make sure what we deem to be weaknesses, what we find to be our challenges, can be turned around for our collective good. My name is Modesta Lillian Buguni, and we're going to have two exercises today. The first, we'll look at us personally. We're going to examine what we see as our strengths and opportunities that we can take advantage of, and look at our weaknesses and what we find to be challenges, and see how we can change those for our good. And then there's a second exercise that we'll conduct today, and that's a 360 feedback. We'll ask family, peers, even people we're afraid of, if we dare, what they think about us, what they think are our strengths that we should really let shine, or our weaknesses that often sabotage us. So the first exercise, step one, take a piece of paper, put a line over top to bottom, left to right, and the first quadrant, write strengths. Next to it, title weaknesses. Under strengths, write opportunities, and under weaknesses, on the last quadrant, write challenges. What I need you to look at, under strengths, write everything you enjoy doing, everything you're good at, everything you find easy, everything people praise you for. As much as you want. If you want to run over into another page, be my guest, do that. And then under weaknesses, look at all the areas that you don't feel so comfortable doing, things that you try to shy away or run away from. Also things that other people are saying, you know, this is not your area. Maybe you don't do that so well. And then next, look at opportunities. And that's really everything in your environment, whether it is government policy, whether it's literally the environment, the natural world, whether it's technological or policies that the organization has, or the economy, or just what's happening in society, trends, everything around you that you can take advantage of, that can boost your strengths, that can be opportunities for you to shine. And then under challenges, again, consider these external factors that could, if left unattended, if you do not pay attention to, can sabotage your progress. So for instance, you want to do well in a certain area, but it requires ICT, and you're not very good at it. And so you have to understand that more and more the world is being automated, more and more people are using computers and technology. And so if you do not reposition yourself to take advantage of that, maybe that could be a challenge that will take you out. So that's the personal element. And then the second exercise, which is also a very interesting one, is you going out. And I suggest that, go to 3 people that are in your family, 3 people that are peers, colleagues, people you've worked with. And then if you can dare to do this, go to 3 people you're afraid of. And what I'd like you to do is write an email to them. And you can write something simple such as, hello, whatever the name is, I am on a journey of personal discovery. And part of this journey is to get feedback from people around me, people who know me well. I really value your role, and you can state what their role is in your life, and would like to get feedback from you give them a date by which you'd like to receive that feedback. And give them these simple instructions. Please let me know what you consider to be my strengths that I can really take advantage of. And also tell me the areas where you think I'm weak or where I sabotage myself and that I should work on to improve. Get this feedback. You will find it to be absolutely amazing. You would be shocked to find what so many people think are your strengths and what you also confirm in your personal exercise to be your strengths. You'll also get feedback on areas that you're not so good at or you need help with. And the first reaction many times is to be defensive, like, what do you mean? I don't have a problem with that area. But if you have enough people telling you that, whether it's real or perceived, it's something for you to work on. But there are times you'll get the odd feedback where you think, this is just spiteful, that's not true. Well, if you really know deep down that that person's just being malicious, then you can do away with that. But either way, be conscious, not just of your real, that you can confirm to be areas or challenges, but also some things that you might do that may send a message that this is a weakness that you have. And if it's not real, then be wary of how you position yourself. And we'll actually later talk about our personal brand, how to distinguish ourselves so that we are very clear and very precise about how we want to communicate who we are to the world around us. Now, I'd like to give you an example of somebody who thought he was all but weaknesses and find out that actually he had enough strengths to win a cosmic war. This is Gideon in the book of Judges, chapter 6 to chapter 8. He was hiding. He felt that he's the last born of the weakest tribe, of the weakest clan. I mean, there is nothing that he saw in himself except weaknesses. And an angel of God came to him and said, mighty man of valor, mighty warrior. And he's like, who you're talking about me? And he says, yes, you. And God said, get up, and in your strength, you will go and achieve great feats. And suffice it to say, he didn't believe him. He was telling him, you don't know me. You don't know all my issues. You don't know what I struggle with. You do not know that every time I try to take a test, I'm last. You do not know that in my family, everybody thinks I'll amount to nothing. You do not know that everything I have touched has crumbled. And he's saying, that's how you see yourself, but God sees you differently. And this is a message I want to tell you as well. God sees you differently. God sees you as a man or woman of great feats. And so what happened to him is God gave him, just so that he can see that, when God gives you a vision and a purpose, he's ready to stand with you to see you through. He gave him just 300 people. He led a war of just 300 men fighting against 120,000, and they won. And so whatever your purpose is, whatever this grand vision that you look to pursue, you can accomplish it just as you are, if you learn to take advantage of your profile and other people. So what could be your weakness is somebody else's strength. What you consider as a challenge in your area is something somebody else is already moving it and will be glad to help you with. So we'll stay in this area of personal development so that we can maximize our strengths and also look at complementing collective weaknesses so that we can really come out strong in this pursuit of purpose. So subscribe to our channel, talk to us through our platforms, and make sure to share your views as well. We're going to continue to look at how people can really make a difference to our pursuit of purpose. Asante sana.